Good morning, everyone. It is Lauren McLaughlin, aka Live with Lauren, coming at ya once again from the Tournament of Champions here in Brigham City, Utah. We're about to be witnessing a round 3 men's pro singles match here between Frank Anthony Davis, who is on your left in gray, and Ben Johns on the far side. I'm gonna move this over here a little bit. We are into the sun a little bit, so hopefully you guys can still see all right. This is going to be game 1, 0-0. Oh, nice job by Frank there. Frank, of course, just coming off his win over Joey Farias. It's going to be 1-0. Oh, special guest DJ Howard in the house. Did you just arrive, sir?
I got in late last night. Or this morning.
Welcome. It's going to be 0-1, Ben serving.
It's good to be here.
That one's going to be wide.
Seen some good singles already this morning.
Oh, yeah. I mean, with these pools of people, like, how can you not?
Yeah, you talk about matchups.
Yeah, it's just one amazing game after the other.
So steady.
It's really a question of how we can bring you the most games.
Right.
It's the challenge is for us, the streamers.
Right. Absolutely.
Because there's too many
choose?
good ones to choose from. Readjustment here. It's going to be 1-0, Frank serving.
Shot.
Oh, nice. Little angle there, out of Ben's reach.
Well, he disguised it well. He held on to it for a long time before he decided which way to go with it.
It's going to be 2-0. Oh, just clips the net on that one.
That's a great little cross-court drop into the non-volley zone right there by Frank. That's a player you're starting to see utilized more and more often by these guys.
3-0. Frank out to an early lead. Oh, that one just wide, I think.
I think a lot of the traditional mindset was to try and pass down the line. These players are starting to figure out, guy on the other side of the net's too quick.
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
I can smell the rubber off his shoes.
He almost broke an ankle.
I hope the shoes can keep up with him.
I'm sure all these players brought a couple pairs as backups after they burned through them.
I brought 3 pair myself, and I'm only playing doubles.
Exactly. Oh, that one, I think, catches the line there.
Talk about soft touch right there. Frank was moving in at full speed, stopped on a dime, and just dropped that ball over the net.
It's going to be 3-1.
Oh, it was there. Frank knows it.
Frank, of course, coming off his 3-game tiebreaker win over Joey Farias.
Yeah, it's always a great matchup, those two. Frank and Joey have had some epic battles over the years.
Absolutely. That one was no exception. 1-3, Ben serving.
Call it good.
Wow. I was saying in the last match I would be a terrible line judge, because I tell you, when I am live streaming, I'm just like, that one was clearly out, and they call it in, or I'll be like, that looked good, and they call it out, and I'm just like, well, I know nothing. Oh. Oh,
Great lob. My goodness.
Nice
what a
job.
play.
Wow.
That's a gutsy play against Ben Johns. Lob up over his head.
Absolutely. Shows how confident Frank is in his game.
End up with a ball mark on your chest if it doesn't get over.
Exactly. Oh, nice job by Ben.
You watch Ben play, you'll notice he's so steady. He's quicker than you think, but never ever panicked.
Absolutely. I think a lot of people confuse his calmness for sort of like not caring or not trying.
Yeah, like he's
'Cause
nonchalant.
He's just sort of like, oh, whatever.
Like he's not very
I don't
quick.
care.
Like he moves kind of slowly. It's not true.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's
not.
deceiving. Great get. He's going to get there.
Nice. Great point.
Frank didn't get it.
Oh wow, that was a great point all around.
That's a fantastic point. What you're seeing too is, even though Frank just got done with 3 games against Joey Farias, still hustling all over this court.
Still got some gas in the tank, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, you're noticing these guys' skill sets are improving every year.
Oh yeah.
And now their conditioning is as well.
Oh, gosh, no.
Not enough. Looked like Frank thought about going around the post on that. Ran out of real estate. Had to try and pull it back over the net. Ben's right there.
It's gonna be 3-4. Oh.
You don't see that too often. Frank will take it.
Frank taking some nice deep breaths in the back of the court here. He's trying to stay cool, I think, is part of it.
I tell you, this elevation
Oh, absolutely.
is very difficult to handle.
Ben, I know a lot of the players here today are actually coming off the Vail Open.
Yeah, yep.
That was last weekend,
Right.
so hopefully they're a little more acclimated.
I think so.
Probably stayed in the area, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I would suspect.
It's going to be 3-4. Ben serving. Oh, that one just wide. I always think it's very humanizing when you see guys of this level that still miss serves, miss serve returns occasionally. You know, it doesn't happen often, but it happens. Everyone's human.
Well, the other thing to keep in mind too is they're not aiming for the middle of the box. What a shot.
That is true. In singles, it's a much more strategic serve.
Right. Look at what a point.
See? I mean, Ben, calm, cool. Ben over there,
Yeah.
letting out a little yell over there.
Well, it
It's
was
a great
discipline on top of the composure. Not going for too much. Picking his spots.
It's going to be 3-4. Seems like we've been stuck at 3-4 here for quite a while, even after all these epic points. Oh, and Ben finally breaks the 3 barrier.
Well, if you notice, that serve was about 4 inches from the baseline and 2 inches from the sideline.
Yeah, absolutely.
Deep to that corner with some pace. That's why occasionally these guys might miss one, because they're going for very aggressive targets.
Oh, that one was wide, just like,
Yeah, I mean, Ben's going for
you
that
speak it
center
into
line.
happening, DJ.
I spoke that into existence, huh? Sorry, Ben.
It's going to be 4-4, Frank serving.
Great get.
Nice. Oh, nice job. Just kind of seemed like Ben had his number on that one.
Yeah. Well, look who did more of the running right there.
Absolutely.
Frank's chasing every ball down. Ben calmly places it one spot after another.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be 4-4.
Good get.
Oh, nice.
Oh, he went behind him.
No, I'm not sure if Ben thought that was going to have a little more pace on it as well than it did. Kind of faked a little bit of a power shot and then kind of...
Disguise is
in
immensely
there.
important. Telegraph your shots.
Oh.
The guy on the other side of the net's too quick. He's going to get there.
Absolutely. That one's going to be just wide there. It's going to be 5-4.
Where are our umpire chairs, Lauren?
I know, right? We
Get
should
us
be
a
on
ladder.
like the tall tennis,
Yeah.
chairs that they have. It's gonna be 6-4. Oh, nice hustle by Frank there.
I think Ben's going to be content to continue to get to the non-volley zone line and try to move Frank all over the court.
Absolutely.
Move him side to side. Allow Frank to expend some energy. That's a nice deep serve. Ben's really improved his serve. Steady Eddie.
I think Frank just needed to get that one down a little bit more in that last one.
Yeah.
A little more of an angle. Maybe
Well, that's
would've
part of the
helped.
challenge. When you're moving full speed,
Absolutely.
trying to direct that ball proper location with the right height. No.
Oh, that's the first real, this match that we've seen that's kind of a error pop-up put-away situation.
Yeah.
Do not see that happen too often here. Timeout by Frank. It's going to be 6-6 when we come back from this. And as I mentioned, it was nice and cool this morning. But
It's heating up quickly, isn't it?
a couple hours is going to be close to 100.
Is it really?
That is what they're saying. It's going
My
to be
goodness, I have
mid
not
to
seen the
high
forecast.
90s all week. DJ, you didn't know how hot it was going to be this week?
It wasn't that hot in years past.
Oh no.
I guess
Global warming, man. Global warming.
That's extreme.
Yep, it's supposed to be mid to high 90s all
Wow.
week.
You know what?
So it is going to be a toasty one.
I don't mind the heat. I grew up in Michigan. My mom always told me, you need to go live in Florida. Because
Because you just loved those hot summer days.
I didn't mind the heat, and I hated the cold, so.
That is true. And yet you're still in Michigan, so you did not heed your mother's advice.
Took the words right out of my mouth, Lauren.
I mean,
kind
I
of
am,
entrenched.
of course, a Michigander as well. Not there currently, but grew up in Michigan, so I
Yeah.
feel you.
What city?
Kalamazoo.
Viewers want to know? That's great. I grew up in Battle Creek, about
Oh,
20-25 minutes away.
we're neighbors.
Small world.
6-6 coming back from this timeout here.
What a stretch.
Oh, wow. Frank actually had a shot at that. I think sometimes when you are just trying super hard to get that, you almost give it too much effort. He obviously blasted that one
Yeah,
out
he-
the back, and he needed about half of that.
Kind of had to go
energy.
for broke.
Yep, exactly.
Ben
Better.
counting his missed serves.
Ben, not happy with that.
No.
We're counting as well, Ben. It's been a couple.
Well, he said, that's 3. He's obviously aware of that.
6-7.
That's a great approach shot right there from Ben. You start to see that more and more often. That cross-court approach shot.
Absolutely.
Down the line approach shot just tends not to work nearly as well in pickleball.
7-6, Ben
That's a good
serving. Ooh, nice deep return.
Yep. It's going to get there. Got it. Nice round.
Nice effort. Oh, Frank.
Ben places that ball so well. So deep, so close to the sidelines.
Yeah, he definitely, I would say, I mean, the score is only, it's 8-6, so it's pretty close. It's been a nice tight match, but I would definitely say Ben has had the advantage in terms of how much he's running all over the place.
Yeah, in terms of
Frank's
mileage.
Oh yeah,
A
Frank's
lot more
putting in
miles on
about
Frank's shoes.
twice the effort, just in terms of getting all over the place. Hi, Kareem.
Too good.
Wow,
Great
nice
shot.
job on Frank. I just need this. It's gonna be 7-8. I know.
Any of you viewers at home have an awning we can borrow?
Can anyone get over to Brigham City, Utah? We need a tent.
Need some shade out here.
Yeah, we have a nice shade cover that's over a center court viewing area. It's really great for those medal matches that are coming up later, but for those of us in the cheap seats right now, getting a little baked. It's going to be a little toasty. Ooh, not there.
Well done.
Oh, nice job. That, I think, is the first time this match Ben has had to, like,
sprint,
get to a ball.
Yeah, he was pushing to get to that one. That's a great drop by Frank right there.
Rob Schmidt saying, hey, guys. What's up, Rob?
Hey, Rob. Hope you're enjoying the coverage.
It's going to be 7-8.
Lauren, who am I kidding? Of course he's enjoying the coverage.
Of course. How could you not? That would be ridiculous. Oh, nice job. Another one by Frank there.
We're having fun.
Absolutely.
Everybody else ought to be too. This is good stuff. This is the best
as you
pickleball
can
in
see
the world.
in the background of this video, we are surrounded by the mountains.
Yeah.
It is gorgeous. We're
It
in
is.
Utah. I mean, who cannot be having a great week?
I suppose there might be some people sitting at their office at work.
That's true.
Maybe
But
they're
they're
not having such a great time.
procrastinating, not doing their work, and they're watching pickleball instead while their boss
They should have
isn't looking.
budgeted their time better.
Oh, it's going to be 9-8. I think this is Frank's pulled back into the lead after an early one. Oh,
Just missed it.
Right there.
He pushed it just a little wide. On the far court next to this one, got Tyson McGuffin against Tyler Loon. Right on the line. Yeah, got that one.
Yep.
You hear the
Frank
acknowledgement.
agrees with you.
Yep. Acknowledgement from Frank. You got that one.
Oh, Frank's going to call a timeout. Needs a little break. It's going to be 8-10 Ben serving when we get back here.
Frank Davis from New Jersey. Playing Ben Johns from
Maryland.
Maryland/Florida. Spends a lot of time in Florida, but
Indeed.
technically still Maryland.
Was speaking with his brother Colin Johns, who's also playing
Yeah.
in this division today.
Had a good win over Deckel Bar.
Oh, nice.
little bit
Yep.
earlier.
Colin actually just was saying he moved back recently to Maryland as well, so he's back home after
You don't suppose
being
they
gone
might
for a while.
practice together?
Well, it was funny. We were actually chatting about that, and he said Ben, is traveling so much for tournaments
Mm-hmm.
and here and there. They actually don't get as much practice time as you would think. But, when they can, I'm sure they do.
Yeah. I know Frank's been practicing with them quite a bit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Making a bit of a drive to get some high-level competition, some high-intensity practice.
All right, this is game one, of course. It's going to be 8-10 here. Ben serving. Oh. Frank muttering Merry Christmas there under his breath. That was his present to Ben, I think.
Good get.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Wow. Ball stayed in.
I see. I
don't
thought
know
for
how.
sure that was going out.
Yeah, it looked like it was going out. Credit to Frank for keeping his composure. Oh my goodness.
No, what a
Sorry,
great
Frank.
point. Oh,
Daggone
no.
it. I didn't mean to do that.
See, it's like Ben, I feel like Ben, right when it gets down to the wire and he's like, oh shoot, I'm almost gonna lose. I better crank it up. And then
He
you
does
just
have
see him
another gear.
oh, absolutely. Oh, wow.
It's a tough get. Got it.
Oh, wow.
Well done. You see how Frank set that up?
Oh, that was amazing.
3 balls ahead of time.
Absolutely. He was working his way up to that perfect shot right there.
It's not
and
as
he got
if,
it.
Yeah, it's not as if he hit just one great ball
Exactly.
at the end. He created that opportunity. And when it presented itself, hit a clean ball and took it.
It is 10-10 here. Frank serving.
Oh my.
Oh,
A smile and a sorry Frank from Ben Johns right there.
little backhand Ernie there clips the net.
Well, it's the right play. I mean, not clipping the tape, but
Well, exactly.
the Ernie jumping around.
It's going to be 10-10 Ben serving now.
In all likelihood, Ben would have won that point anyway. Oh, just wide. Wow.
Yes, I see. From this, I couldn't tell.
Yeah, the fence.
If I was
Was
the
in my
ref,
way
I
on
could
that one.
not have overruled that call either way. All right, back to 10-10 with Frank serving. Ooh, that was the same shot we saw in that last great point he had.
Got it. Dink right up the middle. That's an interesting play. He's got control. Yep.
Wow. You almost wonder if at a certain point when you're running all over that, like it's like you just can't get there anymore. Like you have so many amazing balls you can get to, and then you're just like, and I can't get that one.
Now Ben was building and building and building, laying down one brick after the other.
All right, it's going to be a 11-10. This is game point for Ben here. Ooh, it's not going to get it in.
No, going for that little cross-court drop. Left it short. Another chance for Frank here. See if he can tie up this score.
Frank, no stranger to coming back from behind, especially after that last match.
That is for sure.
10-11.
There's no quit in that guy.
Ooh.
Just long.
That exact same shot that he had the last time. You'd think Ben would have learned from the first time. He did not. Almost got that one, though.
Yeah, he struggled to get there. Felt like he should have made it.
11's here.
Oh, my goodness. Looked like a good-looking drop right there.
Looked good.
Clipped the tape. Fell back the wrong way.
It is 11-11. Ben Johns serving.
Good get. He's going to get it.
Oh, no.
I tell you what, Frank hustles to the backcourt like no one else I've seen. Gets from that non-volley zone line all the way back towards the baseline so many times.
12-11. Here's another game point opportunity for Ben.
Wow. What a game.
What a game. That's just game one. That's just game one. That was kind of all over the place. Frank took a little early lead there, a couple points out, and then Ben fairly in control, I'd say, the rest of the game until that last couple points there. Frank definitely had a chance. Could have gone either way.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice to be able to interview these guys between games, wouldn't it? See what they're thinking right now.
Yeah.
What adjustments Frank might be able to make. A shot or two here and there that he might be able to clean up.
I'm sure Ben's going to be like, let's not miss any serves.
Clean up the serve.
One of his adjustments.
You know, he has to stay aggressive.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you got to go for it.
Right. Against a strong player, you can't just merely hit the ball into a general location.
No.
An opponent will make you pay for that.
Absolutely. If you're just joining us, everybody, we're about to start game 2 here. It's men's pro singles. We have Ben Johns playing Frank Anthony Davis. Ben took that first game, 13-11. We're going to have probably another epic second game here. We'll see if Frank can take it to 3. I'm not sure he wants to, but, you know, after the last game that he took to 3 against Joey Farias.
Voices you hear are that of...
Oh, you go.
Well, I'm DJ Howard.
And I am Lauren McLaughlin. I'm streaming all day. I'm live with Lauren, so make sure and follow. We also have Mafia Pickleball and USAPA streaming matches today. So we should be bringing you tons of amazing matches all week long.
More than ever before.
Absolutely. But of course, I mean, if you have to choose, watch me. I mean, that's basically what I'm saying.
Is that a contest?
I'm just saying, if there's a choice.
I'm with you.
All right, it's game 2. Nice, deep return right there. Ooh,
No way.
Ooh. Wow.
Oh, Frank hit 2 lines in a row, but that ball squirted sideways.
Yeah.
Wide
That's quite the way to start that game, too.
Yeah, wide enough that Ben could flip it right around the post. Soft touch.
So funny because Frank hit that definitely high, but Ben was going in the opposite direction. So it wasn't like Ben was there to smack it down. He had to come back to get it. So it wasn't quite as detrimental in mixed if you pop a ball up.
Often a good idea to try and go behind a guy.
Absolutely. Wow.
Nice try.
Amazing shot.
Yeah, I know, just too sharp to catch up with right there. We can make one clarification. Lauren said we'll be streaming all day. Lauren will be streaming.
That's true. DJ will be
I'll be
elsewhere.
in and out.
He'll be guest commentating when he feels the need to. input.
I'm happy to do it
His
whenever
genius.
I can. Well, I get to
Absolutely.
play
Well, we
some
love
mixed
having
doubles.
you.
I'm playing mixed doubles this afternoon, so
Oh yeah, you were playing in the qualifier.
I am.
I saw
feel pretty
that.
good about it. I'm gonna have some fun. Playing with Kimberly Kessner out of Colorado.
Oh, Ben not happy about that one. Yes, for anyone that doesn't know, we have a mixed double qualifier this afternoon. Single elimination. The top 2 teams are getting into the tournament. You're playing just to play.
Into the main draw of
Exactly.
the mixed
doubles.
pro division. Yeah.
Oh wow.
What's
Great
new
effort.
this year too is the men's and women's skill divisions for 5.0 players who did not get into the mixed pro or the gender pro doubles.
Absolutely.
So for example, I'm playing the men's pro doubles on Saturday. I had registered for the men's 5.0 doubles on Friday. My teammate ended up not being able to make it, so I got shut out of the mixed pro, but they added that mixed qualifier. So now we have a chance to get in the mixed pro draw by qualifying.
Excellent.
So it should be fun.
Yeah, this is
Be
a
good
great
challenge.
tournament. My first time here, of course, so I'm excited to be here. Wow,
Well, and
nice shot.
interestingly enough, Ben Johns is in the mixed pro qualifier.
I know, as is Colin Johns.
Yeah.
So, good luck to you guys, hopefully.
It's possible, looking at the draw,
That is true.
you might have to play Colin Johns and his teammate in the second round. And if we were to play Ben and Jesse Irvine, we would meet them in the finals.
Oh, well, there you go. Oh,
So we'll give it our best.
Absolutely. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
We hope to be bringing some of those games this afternoon as well. Oh, we got a timeout by Frank here. It is 4-0.
If you're able to live stream my match, I'll pop in and out of commentary.
Absolutely. If you could just like pop over to the
Yeah.
side in between points.
I'll let you
and
know
just
my
kinda-
thoughts.
Exactly. Like what went wrong, what went well.
I make an egregious mistake, I'm going to walk right over and say, I should have made that one.
Absolutely. That is what the people want, DJ, so we appreciate that.
Don't be afraid to ask me some hard questions.
I'll just yell things to the crowd. I'll yell questions as you're playing. Why did you do that, DJ?
Is that what they call partner communication?
I think so. Yes, exactly.
My commentating partner.
That doesn't count as coaching, does it? If I'm just,
If you're asking
Yelling
questions,
questions
I
at
can't
you.
imagine it does.
some of these refs are big sticklers for the coaching, so you got to be careful.
Well, the opponents might call a distraction.
That's true. That's true.
Except, I would think they have to understand.
Exactly. I mean, the commentating really takes precedence, don't you think?
Well,
Careful.
sorry about that.
Okay, 4-0.
Getting the umbrella
Back.
in the view of the phone here. Don't want the phone to overheat, so
Exactly.
gotta shield it. Don't want to cover it up. Just let dink down here.
Ooh, nice
on.
job, Frank there. Took a little step back. Got a better shot on it. Well, and me. But both. Mostly me. Sometimes the both.
It is getting a little warm out here.
It is a little toasty.
It's got to be in the 80s already.
Oh, easily. Oh, Frank not happy with that one. Frank's still trying to get on the board here. Ben winning game 1 of this match, 13-11. It is 4-0. Ben serving here in game 2. Ben definitely a little in control of this game 2 here, 5-0.
The current temperature in Brigham.
Oh, I was waiting for Siri to tell me what the temperature is. Oh. Nice job. Ben just chilling at the kitchen there, just putting those balls where he wants it.
Well, it's 81 degrees in Okemos, Michigan right now.
Oh, wow.
That's not very helpful, is it?
Oh,
That's back home.
Ben not happy about that.
No, I can't be. No, that is his first miss this game.
That is true.
You know,
0-6.
I wonder if elevation might have a little bit to do with that. 'Cause
Oh, wow.
This ball does float in this thin air.
Oh, absolutely. And the heat is going to affect the ball play as well as we get into the day.
I'm just questioning if that's maybe why he sailed a couple of these serves long. Me personally, it takes me about 24 hours to start getting used to the different flight of the ball and the elevation.
It's going to be 1-6 here in game 2. Wow.
Let's try.
Great try. Great get by Frank. Just a little wide there.
Great control by Ben. Full stretch to be able to just flip that ball right back up the line. But Frank was unable to reach it.
It's going to be 6-1.
Oh, got it.
Frank loves that shot. So good at it. Of course, all day as we're streaming, make sure and share these videos.
Yeah.
All the pickleball lovers in your life.
Absolutely.
Get as many people watching all this awesome action as we can today.
Give Lauren some love, you guys.
Yes, please. Frank. Two, 6.
No.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, man. Hate to see it after all that effort.
Ben Johns is great at making you hit just one more ball.
Absolutely.
Getting one more
6-2.
ball back. That's a great serve right there. One of the big differences you see from singles to doubles is in singles, players are much more willing to try and take control
Absolutely.
with that first shot. A lot more conservative in doubles, looking for that third shot to try and set the point up. Whereas in singles, trying to pin that guy back so he can't take control off that return.
Absolutely. Yeah, right from the serve in singles, you're trying to be in control for sure.
You have to be assertive. A guy like Tyson McGuffin is going to be very aggressive. Use that serve as more of a weapon.
Absolutely. We actually have Tyson McGuffin and Tyler Loon playing on the court just past this one. I think Mafia Pickleball might be streaming that one. I'm not positive though. Oh, Ben just blasted that one.
Well, I will say this, that Ben Johns' serve has improved.
Oh, absolutely.
It's got more sting on it. It's placing that ball a little deeper than what I've seen in the past.
It's 3-6.
One more way he's elevated his game.
Mm-hmm.
I think I made mention earlier that Frank has really worked on his conditioning.
I mean, it shows, for sure.
And the top players not only have the best skill sets, they're starting to become in the best shape of anyone out there. Nice shot. Kidding me?
Nice.
Frank with the in signal with his hand. Open palm. Indicates the ball was in.
Of course, a pointed finger upwards,
Right.
the out call. For anyone
Sometimes
that's-
sideways as well.
Exactly.
If
Really
you're
just a pointed finger in any direction, I think, is an
Yeah,
out
yeah.
call.
Yeah, but the flat hand with all fingers and thumb extended, like volleyball or tennis, would indicate the ball is in. Nice display of sportsmanship from Frank on that last one. That's just too good from Ben Johns.
Ooh,
I think Frank doing a great job chasing that ball, but
it's making me tired just watching.
there comes a point in time that ball just travels too fast for the feet to keep up.
Yeah. It's gonna be 7-4.
Frank made a good little push there. Oh my. Boy, I did it to him again, didn't I?
No. We haven't seen many.
DJ,
We
just
haven't
keep
seen many
quiet.
unvoiced errors like that this match. Frank's gonna call
Yeah,
timeout
last time
after
that happened
one.
is when I complimented Frank.
Please stop saying good
Sorry,
things
bud.
about Frank.
I feel bad.
I wonder what the score over the Tyson-Tyler matches over here. It's 6-2, Tyson McGuffin serving. I'm not sure. This probably is
shot.
also game 2, I would imagine. Not sure who
Yeah, I
won the
don't know
first
about
one.
that. I don't know. It might be game 1 still. 'Cause they started.
They started a little later than this one. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. We are in Brigham City, Utah. You can see from the mountains surrounding the court. Gorgeous location here for the Tournament of Champions. And a bunch of champions we have indeed. Pretty much every big name in the pickleball world is here this week. Going to be bringing you all the action. We even have, as you can see in the background, there's some posters of different players put up around the courts.
Yeah.
Ben has his a little closer to center court.
I see Bob Trout is watching. Michigander.
Bob.
Thanks for joining us, Bob. Happy to have you with
Tyson won the first game 11-6. Thank you, Tony.
So they are in the second game then.
Yes.
Got it. Nice shot. Wow. That's a lot of time spent on the pickleball court practicing
Absolutely.
dinks from that non-volley zone line.
Mm-hmm.
Singles back and forth.
It's going to be 8-4.
Lots of drill patterns, I assure you. Just long. Yeah.
Just long. Ben won our first game here. 13-11.
13-11.
That was a nice tight one.
Great battle. This was 9-4.
It's going to be 9-4. Ben a little more in control of this game too.
Now you
Except
did it
for
to
that,
Ben.
I did. I'm sorry. I mean, we had to balance it
You know,
out.
it's amazing
We had to balance
the
it out.
power we have over people from
true.
long distance, isn't it, Lauren?
Words are important, DJ. Words are important. It's going to be 4-9.
It'd be interesting to see if Frank can make a push here. Oh, you got that one. Another
You know
left
what,
cord.
it looked like Ben had that though. Like it seems weird to me that Ben didn't even like make a move for that ball. Like it dropped right in front of him. I see stuff like that and I'm just like, what happened? Did they just like black out for a second?
Maybe in his mind he knew it was too much of a...
Wow, Frank.
He got it. It's going over. Nope.
Oh, wow. I wanted it to go over
I
after
tried
that
to convince
effort.
the ball to go over, but
know.
didn't listen.
Wow, great point there. Ben with a couple amazing overheads. It's going to be 9-5.
Tremendous power from Ben Johns.
Ooh, wow.
A little casual right there from Ben.
Yeah, a little bit. Didn't keep that down enough. That's
It's like he expected it just to pass Frank. Frank wouldn't make a play on it, but Frank jumped right on it. Maybe guessed right.
Give me 5-9.
Frank's going to need 1 or 2 here pretty quickly.
Ooh,
There's one.
Another one just kind of like the last one. Ben sort of putting it right in his
The wheelhouse.
sweet spot.
Yeah.
It's going to be 6-9.
See if he can tighten this gap a little bit more. It's a good drop.
Oh,
That's too good from Ben right there. Flick that ball all the way back cross court behind Frank.
a little controversy going over there with Tyson and Tyler, it seems like.
Yeah, they're competitors.
Oh, wow.
What a shot.
Great get there by Frank.
Catherine Parento is watching. Hey, Catherine.
Hi, Catherine.
How are you?
Excited to see her play later this week.
Is she going to be here?
Is she? Is Catherine coming?
I'm teasing.
She's one of my favorite women's pros to watch.
She's one of my favorite mixed doubles players to play with.
Oh.
It's been a while.
Don't be desperate, DJ. She can sense your desperation. Catherine, don't feel bad. You don't have to play with DJ. He just misses you.
1 gold every time we've played.
Oh, well. I
Hey,
mean, maybe
no.
she should reconsider then. Oh, it's going to be 10-6. This is match point for Ben here. Oh,
goodness.
I thought that got a line, DJ. What do you think?
I think just wide.
Okay.
On a sliver. Frank was hoping that might stand.
Great match there. It's going to go to Ben Johns here in 2 games. Winning the first one 13-11 and winning this one 11-6.
6, I believe. Yeah.
So a little
Great
more
match.
in control of game 2. So Ben will go ahead and continue on in the winner's bracket.
Yeah.
While Frank's going to drop down into the consolation. Hope to work his way back. We got tons, of course, amazing matches going on today. So keep watching, follow, share, like, all that good stuff. I'm Lauren McLaughlin with DJ Howard. Thank you so much. He'll be back, I'm sure.
I will be
for
back.
more streams
So
later.
much fun. I can't stay away, Lauren.
Awesome. We love having you. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we will be back soon.